So I'm going to be making a part 2 of this video. So if you guys have any ideas for RELLs or features that y'all want to see in RELLs, then type it down in the comments below so I could read it for a part 2. And that part 2 will be on my second channel, so make sure you go over there and subscribe. I'll put that channel in the pinned comment. So I made a community tab asking you guys what would you guys want to see in RELLs, specifically in-game features that you guys would want to see in RELLs. Obviously, as I expected, I would get some comments that had absolutely nothing to do with my question, but I also got a lot of comments of people who are actually giving ideas and stuff that they would want to see in RELLs. So I'm going to talk about that. But before we do that, of course, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you want more RELLs content. Otherwise, the RELL brothers probably just not going to give you guys any more content for the next 2 months. Now, first of all, before I get into what you guys were answering to my question, I want to give you guys something that I would like to see. So on Roblox, devil fruits are usually just used for simply combat. You know, some fruits have transportation or ways of getting around, which makes the fruit feel a little bit more like you're actually that devil fruit user. But I have never seen a One Piece game on Roblox do a feature where some fruits, or maybe even all fruits, have certain passives that you could use to interact with the world. I would love to see devil fruits have a bunch of different types of passives, like in Deep Woken, how, for example, if you have a certain fire type of spell, not spell, but ability, you could set campfires on fire. I don't know if y'all gonna call that a passive, but you know what I mean. Well, in RELLs, it would be nice if you had a feature where if you're a Mara user, for example, maybe you could light your arm up on fire to lighten up the room or something, or maybe you could set a campfire on fire. Maybe if you have lightning, you could set a campfire on fire as well. Or of course, and I think they already confirmed that certain fruits like Goro and Pika will have TP dashes. That's a passive that I really hope that they actually have in the game, and I'm pretty sure that they will, because I'm pretty positive they said it will. But those are just some examples. I would like to see a bunch of different devil fruits with a bunch of different passives, just to add as much passives as possible. That way, when you eat a fruit, it's not just for PvP, it's for interacting with the actual world. You will actually feel like you're that ability user, you're actually that devil fruit user. That's something I actually really wish that Roblox One Piece games would do. It's up there for me. That's up there for me. That's pretty big. But if they do that, it might be for like an update. I don't know, but I'm not sure if they have that planned. I don't think so. But yeah, anyways, let's get on to the questions. All right, Hazuki has a whole entire paragraph for us, so we're gonna go through this as quick as we can. I would like to see some deep sea exploration. Deep sea exploration is already confirmed, so I'm not exactly sure why he added that to the list. Maybe he should have gone into detail about what you would like to see within the deep sea exploration. But yeah, that's already in the game, and it has it's pretty detailed. There's different sea levels, so I can't wait to see that. Hunger and thirst mechanics in the game. That's nothing special as a mechanic. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a thing because you could become a whole entire cook, or maybe it won't be a hunger system. Maybe when you become a cook, it just the food, the dishes just give you different types of boosts and extra buffs, coins, something. I don't know. Food is going to do something, obviously, and I don't know if it's just going to be for hunger or if it's going to be to buff your character one way or another. Hopefully they added a fully story progression to the roles. For example, a chef will have its own story progression to progress skills or know more skills and have its own different or multiple results in the story. If not, at least they make a general story progression that has its own different conclusion or results. That's not bad. If you're going to become a chef, maybe they could have a quest chain that will, be cooking related, obviously. And so you go through that quest chain, and maybe there will be different branches within that quest chain that will allow you to become this type of cook, that type of cook, or you can learn this type of dishes, that type of dishes. That sounds interesting. That could be something. 4, of course, I really want to see every roles to really have their own parts or things to do every time within the crew or marine. So obviously he's talking about crew or marine roles, different ranks within the system. And he doesn't want them to just be ranks, but they want people to have to fulfill those ranks one way or another. Sure, I know my crew, I'm expecting that of my crew pretty much, but I don't think it'll be like an enforced thing. So unless you're in close community, it will be. And then when the game opens to everybody, let's be honest, it's not gonna happen. Also, once an event like in One Piece Stampede where you have to find a treasure, or it can be a sort of skill and materials for a really good item. So basically every time that this event will spawn, all players will get a map. Then they go there and they will be bosses, then of course players fighting each other for the treasure, mazes, etc. Basically make it interesting. Yeah, no, I thought about this. I thought that, I don't know how often, but kind of like how FOU does the rumbling event, I hope that RELL sees, and I know you're probably talking without RELL Brothers having to host events every month or so, where they have maybe a hunting event where you have to find a treasure chest and you could get something from it, which would be really cool. But you're probably talking about an actual in-game feature where sometimes something might spawn and you have to find this treasure chest for a cool item. That's a good idea. I hope that they do something like that. Maybe there's a random spawn chance throughout the entirety of the map and you have to go find it. And there'll be different ways of going about it, of actually finding it on the map. But yeah, that's a pretty interesting idea. I like that. I actually like that. I actually really like that. What the heck? Of course, that's just one type of event. There should be multiple different types of events. Now for the roles of being a pirate and marine, I really wanted to see an event like Marineford Arc, which pirates and marines fighting each other to the death. Not just when a pirate lost, there will be some different ways to win, like capture the flag ETC. A lot of people actually have been commenting something like this throughout a lot of my videos. A lot of people are always saying they want pirates, a Marineford, an in-game Marineford, and that's not bad, but that would have to be more like a community event. And last but not least, we got 7 over here. If there will be a Yonko or Admiral roles, add some quests where you need to defeat that player in a certain event or kill that player for a huge sum of money or something more. That would be annoying. That would be annoying. But I don't think that there's going to be a system like that. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But let me like that. It's a pretty good idea. All right, some schmuck said over here, personally, I just feel like PvP toggle and mini maps would be a handy for both games. Yeah, it would be pretty handy. I don't think we really see mini maps on Roblox games, and I'm pretty sure Devils of Creation had. I forgot, but I'm pretty sure that they had. They did. But yeah, no, games on Roblox don't usually have a mini map, so I think that would actually be really good because their older game, actually, I'm pretty sure their older One Piece game had a mini map, and so you could use the mini map to find specific treasure maybe. But yeah, I think that it would be cool to have a map system one way or another, and then to be able to toggle PvP on or off. That's not gonna happen. There might be safe zones, but I don't think you're going to be able to toggle PvP on or off. Now maybe in the earlier stages, your earlier levels, or when you just hop in the game, they'll have like a system where you could toggle it on and off, so that way higher or more experienced people can't just come in and kill you or whatever. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, no just block shoots. You could always turn it on and off. Maybe they will add it, but yeah, that would take away some of the immersion for the game, I'll be honest. Zoith over here says, I want it so that if you have a high willpower than a hockey user, their Conqueror's Hockey should have little to no effect on you. So I'm pretty sure that it's pretty much, that's how it works. I'm pretty sure when we watched the movie, they talked about that actually, and so I'm pretty sure that's a feature that they already have in the game. I don't know if you'll have absolutely no effects, but that's definitely in the game one way or another. I know that they talked about it, so yeah. I hope voice chat is going to be implemented. I'm pretty sure it is. We saw some of the sneaks on Twitter and in the Discord, and we saw that they were clearly talking within the voice chat. Unless they disable it, as of right now, it's going to be a thing, and I don't see any reason why they would disable it, so I think you shouldn't have to worry about that. All right, Legendary over here says, I think it would be very cool if they both added the features from Sea of Thieves, I never played that, where the sea changes color based on the sea event. For example, like in Sea of Thieves, the water changes to black when a kraken is in the area. This feature will make the sea exploration very unique and fun. Okay, so I'm pretty confident that's not going to be a thing, but sounds fun. All right, Blade over here, Blade Sensei says, I'd want it to have a situation where if you're a pirate and you get arrested, and if your bounty is low or high, depending on how dangerous you are, like seeing your kill count and crimes, you will be put in an auction where you could be sold celestial dragons, but you can be saved. However, if you do get sold, you can escape maybe when it's night and everyone, NPCs or players, sleeping, and you can stealth your way out, or have your crew rescue you, which Buster calls can happen. But yeah, okay, so there's already a whole jail system, and depending on how bad of a criminal you are, I guess, you'll be sent to different places. There are camps that we've seen, and then there's Impel Down. We've seen the different levels for the most part of where you'll be going. But in terms of being sold in the Celestial Dragon thingy, that's actually a pretty unique idea. And so maybe they could implement that one way or another and add a whole Celestial Dragon system. That's, I'm sure there's a way to make that actually interesting, and it definitely would add a different type of life to the game. But maybe the game would get banned for certain reasons. I would love to see a shipwright role, like if you doing repairs in a battle, your repair time could be shorter, or your repairs will repair the boat a bit more, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if shipwright is a whole thing within the game, but I think that would be a good idea. Yeah, same. I want to be able to make custom builds and maybe even make a base for RELL. So obviously everybody's gonna have different builds. The game is going to be pretty detailed, you guys. So I don't know exactly what he means by custom builds, but this, in terms of builds in this game, because you're probably gonna have more than one like slot, and you're probably gonna make multiple builds in this game. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. But in terms of making a base in RELL Seas, I don't think you're going to be able to, like in Deep Woken, you could place a random door and you'll have your own guild hall or whatever. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think it would be a interesting idea. For example, if you can't necessarily make, or maybe you can. That would be even better if you could. But say maybe you could have a custom boat dedicated to your crew. You could spawn it in the middle of the sea, and whenever you hop in the server, just like in Deep Woken where you could spawn random doors across the entire map, you could spawn a boat, and that boat could be different from the boats that are used for getting around from island to island or exploring. This boat specifically is for your crew, and this is your, I guess, base. Yeah, I think that would be a cool idea, and I didn't think about that, but yeah, I think that would be great. Only given to the crew captain or even the high elites in your crews. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, there's a ton more things that you guys have said, so I could probably make it in a separate video if you guys want to see that. Continue to type any RELL Seas ideas that you would like to see in RELL Seas, and I can make a separate video on that. Make sure you like this video if you want to see more, and I will be replying to you guys in the comment. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.